Shankaras, half a dozen of them, minimum. And they are scholars and they write books in their own right. And therefore there are so many books, so many prayers going around with the name Shankara. Iti Shri Shankaracharya Virachitam. So many of them. And people, they don't understand anything. They don't think. They just inherit. There is a belief, they take it over. And they make a big deal of it. And so, if a person comes and tells them truth, so it becomes like it is like there was a group of crows, and a swan went into that group. Now what will the crows do to the swan? They will beat it and drive away from there. That is how it happens, really. Therefore, so they will be singing songs and saying Shankara. Poor Shankara has nothing to do with it. He has never written anything to that effect. He wrote UPADESHA SAHASRI, and if you care to read, he wrote Prasthanatraya Bhashyas, and he wrote so many other valuable prakaranas like Maya Panchakam, Upadesha, and Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta Sara Sangraha ityadi. So many prakaranas he has written. Not all these silly in the sense when compared with the highest literature, they look silly because they are a bunch of beliefs, so they take it like that. Therefore, when somebody goes and tells Aham Brahmana Putraha Dvonvayaha, I took to a life of sannyasa, etc., they become very happy, very good like that. But not this Acharya. Okay? Sayadi Pruchet. Now let us suppose the student is very thinking person. He is given to thinking. Therefore he is asking, dear sir, Katham bhinna jatyanvaya samskaram shariram Katham va aham jatyanvaya samskara varjitaha iti. Sir, you made a statement, very profound. Body is other than you. Body is not you, bhinna. It is other than you. It is the body which is born. It is the body which has a family name and lineage and all that. So, and it is a body that gets the samskaras. Like, you see, suppose you do a karma, you get a punyam. That is samskara. Or do a bad karma, get papam. That is also samskara. Now, they don't happen to Atma. They don't happen to Atma. They happen to ego, not Atma. So you have to cautiously understand what is Atma. Munjat Ishika Iva. Like that in Katha you come across. There, this pineapple fruit is there. The pineapple leaves, there are so many of them, and the pineapple is held inside those leaves. And these leaves are like a saw. If you put your hand inadvertently, the hand will be cut. The fruit we won't get. Cautiously you have to put your hand inside and cut the fruit and take out. This is the example given in Kathopanishad. Munjat Ishika, Iva, something like that. Therefore, you have to carefully discriminate or discern the Atma from the bunch of anatmas. So, birth, family, and then Upanayana samskara, this samskara, that samskara, and then Papa samskara. You have done a wrong action and therefore that sticks. And so all these things, they apply to the body-mind, not to Atma. So you have to cautiously discern Atma from all these things which cover the Atma, which parade as Atma. These are all fake Atmas. You have to cautiously examine all that. So he is asking, you mean to say body is an Atma? Birth belongs to body only, family belongs to body only, all these samskaras body only, is that what you say? Then what about myself? You mean that I am totally divested, varjitaha, totally divested of birth. Is it so? Anvaya, there is no presence of Anvaya, the family name, etc. in the Atma. So Atma is divested of Anvaya and no samskara for Atma. No samskara at all. So Atma needs some scrubbing occasionally, because Atma acquires some dust, like these air conditioners, Occasionally you pull out and wash with water and scrub with brush and put it back. Similarly, take Atma to Prayaga or Gaya or somewhere and scrub it in the river. Only problem is another 1,000 people are doing the same thing in the same waters. So you have to deal with that issue. So therefore that is a different kind of scrubbing. You purify the Atma and put it back in its place. That is what we are thinking. Now you say there is no samskara for Atma. Suppose somebody is doing some karma. Why is he doing it? Because it will embellish himself. That's why he is doing. Now you say that the karma doesn't embellish Atma. For that matter, nothing embellishes Atma. It doesn't require any embellishment. And nothing else nothing embellishes Atma. So that is what you are saying. I am flabbergasted. Okay, mind, it boggles the mind. So please throw more light upon it. Acharyo bruyat. Then the Acharya may want to reply this way. Shrunu somya. So dear son, please pay attention to what I am saying. That is the Shrunu somya. Yathedam shariram tvatto bhinnam bhinna jatyanvaya samskaram tvancha jatyanvaya samskara varjitaha. So you see, this is the only way to teach Atma. There is no other way. Don't look for some special way of teaching Atma where some special sentences and vakyas etc. will be instructed to you. You get those vakyas and then they will, in due course of time, like a pickle, they are kept in place in the brain cells, and then after some time they become something and you get moksha or jnanam. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. Knowledge is not going to happen in the future. It can happen only in the now. Therefore, under the way of teaching is, this is how it is the way of teaching. Means, it is enough to know what you are not. You see, suppose you want to go home. Suppose you want to go home. You want to be in the home. So what should you do? You see that you are not in the marketplace, you see that you are not on the road, etc. Then you are in the home only. I gave some example. Please bear with it, okay? I will give a better example eventually. Therefore, it is enough to know what you are not. You need not know what you are. Why should you know what you are? You see, a friend asked another friend, how much money is there in your pocket? Then he retorted, how much in your pocket? Why don't you check how much is in your pocket? Then he said, I know, I can easily know what is in my pocket anytime. Right? The most important thing is to know how much is in your pocket. My pocket I can check anytime. So similarly, you know what Atma is not. You need not know what Atma is. Atma is yourself. You need not know yourself. Now I will ask you one question. If you say yes to that, then you can know Atma. Can you sit on your shoulders? Okay? If you cannot sit on your shoulders, then how come you can know yourself? You cannot. One more question. Can you lift yourself up by pulling at the boot lace, your own boot lace, by pulling up? Can you pull yourself up? Can you? No. Then you cannot know Atma. Then I was teaching like this. A student was so frustrated within the class. While class is going on, generally questions are not asked because that disturbs the class and other people will be disturbed too. I may not mind it, but other people will be annoyed. So, but the student was very sincere student, could not hold the frustration. The student is from Amsterdam. So she got up and asked, Swami, I am here for 15 days by taking leave and all that. If I do not know Atma, there is nothing to know about Atma. I have to know only what I am not. What I am, I need not know. Then what the hell this word Atma Jnanam is? That is the question she asked. I understood the frustration because she is sincere, that's why she is frustrated. I said, please take seat, I will tell you what Atma Jnanam is. Then I have told her, you listen to me, Shrunu Somya, He Somye, Shrudu. So, because, so Shrunu carefully, Atma Jnanam, that is knowledge of the self, is knowledge of what all you are not. That is the knowledge. So, therefore, you see, dear son, idam shariram, look at this body. Tvatto bhinnam. It is other than you. And with reference to jati, it is bhinnam. Bhinna, jati. It is born, you are not born. Anvaya, it is bhinnam, because it has got a lineage, whereas you do not have any lineage. You don't have any lineage. Shiva and Parvati are getting married. Then Brahmadeva is the Purohita. This is some story. Okay? And in the marriage, there is a thing called Pravara. Means you have to tell the groom, his name, Asya Putraha, the son of so-and-so. Then the Pautraha, the grandson of so-and-so. Then Prapautraha, the great-grandson of so-and-so. The Purohita has to recite these things. They recite. In a big way, they recite. So he asked Shiva. Shiva is sitting. Before the bride comes, this ritual has to be finished. And then the bride comes. So he asked Shiva, hey Shiva, who's your father? So Shiva told Purohita, some Purohit. He told Brahmadeva, you take it as Brahmadeva. Say Brahmadeva. Okay, Brahmadeva, Chaturmukha Brahmana Putraha. Ho gaya. Then who is your grandfather? Then Shiva, oh, grandfather? Then he said, say Vishnu. So Bhagavato Mahavishnu Pautraha. Then he wanted one more. Who is your great-grandfather? Then Shiva told, ye kya hai bhai? So I told you two things, be satisfied. No satisfied, you have to tell. Who is your great-grandfather? Then he said, that is myself. Therefore, Atma has no birth. Atma has no samskaras. Only it is the body which has birth and anvaya and samskaras. Therefore, you have to understand yourself correctly, dear son. We'll continue. Om Purnamada